Hello and welcome to Roll Initiative. My name is Dave, DM. We're a group of friends to get together and play Dungeons and Dragons. Before we get started tonight, I do want to give a shout out to Matthew Pablo, who this is his music that you hear playing in the background during the episode. Great stuff. You can find information about him in the description page of the video. Got a little announcement here. We're going to be doing a premiere with this episode, which means we're going to be able to watch it with you and chat with you as it's going on, which is kind of crazy. Kind of like we're talking from the past right now, but hope you enjoy it. I believe there's another announcement. Amanda, do you have something to talk about here?
Yeah, we're going to do another giveaway. A free set of dice to the first 4 new or existing subscribers who leave a comment on this channel. And also send us an email, preferably with your address so we can send you your new dice, to rollinitiativenow@gmail.com. And without further ado, roll that intro.
Okay, so before we get started, we'll do a little recap of what happened last week. You guys started by leaving Wakanga's place, heading further south to the end of Port Nyanzru. We came upon a gate. 2 guards, LOA guards, opened the gate for you, but gave you a forewarning, simply saying the phrase, "the dead await." You guys pushed through this jungle. Very hot, very humid, very tiring. As you pushed through, came across a large group of monkeys. Some nestled in these small moss-filled hills, some perched in the trees above you. That began to stare, and then we get to laugh and laugh. As these laughters seem to echo through the jungle, Rowan and Oriana succumb to this laughter, given this feeling of insanity. After a small scuffle and Rowan finally being lassoed by Rufus, Leah cast a spell which took away this disease of the mind from both. You guys pushed on, becoming more fatigued, heavy rains that were pouring down, to where you came to a clearing in this jungle, where this large field, a single path that headed further south, grass that stood 6 feet, sometimes up to 8 feet tall. A breeze, wind coming from the north, soothed your backs, also caused this field to blow in a southerly direction. Rufus, kind of examining the situation, noticed that these fields weren't always moving the way they should be. Some moving more north towards you guys, some going to the east, some to the west on both sides. Leah sending Hedwig up, using her newly found oracle, saw through Hedwig's eyes, saw that these were humanoids, shambling humanoids that seemed to fill this field, moving in different directions. As the rains picked up, you summoned the giant owl. All climbing aboard this owl, except for Rufus and Oriana, you began to take flight, making it about 40 feet in the air, heavy winds, heavy rain. You lost control of this owl, plummeting into the field below you, where you then had a battle with these undead. Rowan, you were infected by one of these, as were you, Kurt. Oriana, seeing that Rowan was not looking too good, you summoned this owl to pick him up, bring him up, as you guys battled on. You, from your vantage point, Rowan, saw that this field was clustered. It was like looking at an infestation of roaches, is how I would describe it, just everywhere, coming towards you guys. The owl came down, picked the rest of you guys up, took flight. This time you managed to keep control of it, flying towards Port Cascalaire. Rowan succumbed to this infection. Landing in front of the gates, you notice right off the bat, 2 soldiers. Seem to be in these cages, behind these cages to stand guard against these undead. Seeing his condition, they would not allow you guys to enter, but did bring out a very old and ugly dwarven woman. Robed, dirty, carried a very small staff. She walked out, healed you, finally by opening your mouth and spitting the serum that she has swallowed into.
Oh yeah, making out with the grandma.
Rubbing your head, she looked at you as your eyes barely opened. She whispered to you, "Now we're connected."
Oh great. Now we're a favorite.
And that's where we'll begin. So you guys are outside the gates. Just so you got an idea, right now it's about 10, 11 o'clock at night, so it is dark. The moon, full moon, kind of shining down on this field. As the guards kind of want to bring you guys, hurry you guys into town. You are incapable of walking at this point, so someone's going to need to carry you on.
Is that
Help, please, help.
woman
I'll get
still
on the other
there?
side.
She's still there?
Oh, I'll ask her in Infernal, right? Is that it?
You can speak that.
How are you connected with my friend?
I bound him to me.
Oh,
Well, you see, I could undo that bind when I deem appropriate. But first, I may need something from all of you. And this is Infernal speaking to you. So none of them know what's happening. You're just hearing this gibberish going on as she's speaking to you.
How was it?
what do you need from all of us?
I need a drink.
And you see she switches to common. No reason to keep this a secret. First, I suggest follow me to my homestead. We can discuss it further then. As you guys look down, you can see these undead kind of coming down from the pass as the guards are like holding this gate. It's now or never.
Okay.
So yeah, let's all go
Somebody
in.
help me.
Yeah.
Help me.
They-
Oh yeah, we're
We'll
shoulder.
follow.
roll.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
you on one side, he's got you on the other.
Boom. Close the gate behind you. You guys enter this port. First upon the eyes, you see houses are colored in the same bright paint that the other port was, but oof, way more run down. You see prostitutes luring these sailors into the tavern. As you guys are pushing through, one gentleman kind of bumps into you, kind of holds open his vest a little bit. You see that herb that you guys have tried kind of there as he holds it there. Do you have some?
Better not.
You guys, I don't know. Follows up. Do you have some? She
I know where to
copies.
find you. Can't you see I'm busy?
I'm gonna use my staff to kind of just
Shouldering
push
my
him away.
friend here.
Kind of push him through. Even the
Check your pockets,
smell.
Rufus.
The smell of this place is just way slums is what
Yeah.
you look at this as. She kind of scurries along. Follow me this way. She goes this little alley next to the tavern.
Right, a little bit.
Down to the back of the tavern, there's
Creepy.
a door, a basement door. She kind of
This
pulls
is
it
where you
open.
go from.
There's a staircase that goes down underneath this tavern. This way.
All right.
I'm incapacitated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys kind of walk
We're not
down into this.
options right now.
We really don't.
As you enter this very small area, very disheveled, except for one desk that sits in the far corner. You also can see a makeshift like bookshelf that she has placed there. A book lies open on her desk. She says, "You should probably lay him down." As she kind of tries to clear some area for you. This very looks like it would be her sleeping area. As you lay him down on it, half his body's off of it, and she's very little. Lays him down. She lights his candle, kind of sits on that desk.
Is it fairly dark in here?
Candle lights lit. That's it. Very dirty too. You can see cobwebs that kind of just hang from the ceiling in different areas. Above you, you can hear the creaking of the floor and some noise from the tavern that's happening above you. You can catch sounds like a musician playing, loud laughter at times directly above.
Just for the sake of a little extra light, I'm gonna cast produce flame on the top of my staff.
Okay, so it lights it up enough.
Like a torch.
Again, a very small, what you'd consider a small cellar area. She kind of sits down. To unbind your friend, I need something from you. For after all, I did save him, correct?
You did.
Simple task. And you see as she takes this, looks like a sketch of a very young dwarven girl, very beautiful. Kind of shows it, turns it towards you. This was me at one time.
A couple hundred years ago.
1 year ago.
Oh. Cursed.
You see, I search for knowledge. She calls it. I traveled to Kursabal, place of many relics, and was caught by the three. Instead of feeding me to their undead, showing me mercy, they applied this curse that I am to forever be ugly, rotted. But there is a way. She lifts up this book. You see this sketch? It looks just like a regular stone. In the center of it, there's this like greenish light that's kind of drawn into it. You see, this stone, it can remove my curse. But I didn't get to it first. Someone else did.
It wouldn't happen to be a small, bald man, would it?
No. Much the opposite, a very tall, young, handsome man. A captain for the Lords of Alliance. You see, they send their ships down here, expeditioners, to find artifacts, to deliver to Neverwinter, sometimes Waterdeep. These collectors of artifacts. He bragged about it the other day in the tavern in front of everybody. They leave 2 suns from now. I believe the artifact is on the ship. All I request is retrieve it for me, and I will release the bind on your friend.
2 days?
Am I like stuck there
Then
in capacity?
you get 2 days. So you can do it whenever. It's going to take
Until we get
you.
the stone?
It'll take you a good 24 hours to be able to be on your feet again. So it's possible for you to join in. Yep.
So you gotta rest.
Where are the sisters at? Like from here?
South.
How far are the sisters from here?
A day's travel.
Day's travel.
Yes, you'll have to go through the swamps.
When we get to the sisters, we're gonna be moving on from there. Deeper still. If we want to release Rowan, we've got to do this task first.
If you want my
Yeah,
help.
but
And
in
then
one
run.
day. But we have to do it in 1 day,
Yeah.
not 2. It's going to take us another day to get to them.
So, do you know which ship?
Oh yes, it's marked with the markings of the LOA. Sits at the end of the dock. Be aware, there's always at least 2 guards that guard the entrance to the ship.
You gotta do it without me.
Sometimes they have guards placed on the main deck. I could help you as far as distracting the captain. He loves his horse, and I've grown the sympathy of many of them. They could be a distraction.
What type of women does he like? Does he like specific types? Redheads, blondes, brunettes, skinny, chubby. Does he like
Anything that will
elves?
give him the time of day, except me, of course.
So anything.
He loves to, yes.
So
He
me?
loves to love.
Would I be to his liking?
She kind of looks you up and down for a moment. You would do.
Alright.
How long till he can get up? Is this
24 hours.
A day.
the day?
Mm-hmm.
So we need
Or until you get the stone.
well, I guess
Could-
we don't have a choice but to do it.
A small creature sneak onto that boat.
I suppose. Yes.
A small creature like our fairy friend here.
Yes. Oh, yes. But be aware, they are Lords of Alliance. They if they catch you,
Yeah.
I'm whispering to Rufus.
I don't see any problem with that.
Well, we have these too.
she kind of looks from those.
We don't necessarily hold friendship with them, so don't worry.
We're contractors.
What's your name?
Leah?
And you?
Rufus.
She can't speak to you. And you, little one?
Oriana?
And you?
Car.
My name is Agatha.
Agatha. Agatha, it is a pleasure to meet you. And I am sorry that you are.
She kind of sits back.
Why don't you rest?
All for the sake of knowledge.
Well, maybe you won't be so curious from here forward.
Where are you headed from here if you don't mind me asking? I mean,
First of all, we need to find the sisters.
if you find them, kill them.
Probably
We're told it's not an easy task, but we aim to do our best.
They are deceivers, and they have no mercy. But they need each other.
Yes. We've been told.
You are welcome
Would you?
to stay here, although not much room, but if
How
you don't
close
mind
are we
crowded.
to nightfall?
Oh, it's night. It's now by this time, it's about midnight. Which puts you better tomorrow evening, the next day evening. They're leaving in 2 days, so you guys can summarize it that way.
Think it's easier to steal it at night.
I'm gonna.
Is there a tavern? Is there a tavern with an inn? It's upstairs?
Yes.
How bright do you glow?
All right.
How bright does she glow?
Oh, it depends. When she does certain things, that she'll get a silverish
I don't know
glow.
that.
She has a slight silverish
I don't
glow on
think
her
we've ever
wings.
discussed that. Okay.
Depends
Curiosity.
on how pissed she is.
Yeah,
Fair point.
yeah. When she's casting, is the time she really glows the most.
red.
So just fluttering about would look more like a firefly.
Yes. When she's casting is when her body kind of gets a silverish glow all around it when she's using her spells. Otherwise, the wings throw off a little bit of a luminescence, but not enough to it look like a firefly does.
Wanna go for a walk with me? Let's go.
Rufus
Where
and
you
I are
going?
gonna.
We're gonna head to the ship.
Yeah.
I can get Tiny.
Yeah.
We
Alright.
can't go. I say we stick around here, watch him, maybe get some sleep, some rest.
Rest.
Don't stay out too long because we need our rest for tomorrow.
You all right with that?
You guys got this.
All
I
right.
trust them.
Let's go find shiny things. Okay.
So you guys,
We're gonna head out.
Use your lights if there's trouble.
Use your earpiece if
Earpiece.
there's trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Maybe-
500 feet.
You guys
How
can go to
far
the
are we
tavern and keep the other lords.
How
of
far
Alliance
is the
busy.
ship from here?
out of range for the earpieces.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'd have
Sparkly
to.
lights.
Oh, I'll keep
Dancing
an eye
lights.
out. I'll keep an eye out. We'll sit by the window and have some drinks.
I like that plan.
Okay. So you're resting. You two enter the tavern. As you enter this place, you've played a lot of places in your life. This is probably one of the filthiest, just dirty, smells, stinks. You walk in, it's like old
Where's
food,
the fancy
and
place we were at?
The other.
yeah, this is
The other
Where, what's his name?
Yeah.
Sasha or
that was this is like you're wishing it was like that. This is the total opposite. End
they can't
of
all
that.
be fancy.
As you walk
recommend
in,
you don't offer your services in this place. Let's just get some drinks.
We gotta keep an eye out anyway. So
Yeah.
as you walk in, you notice this right off the bat. You also notice a lot of sailors. You pick out right away as you walk in. You pick out 8 to 10 through the crowd of LOA guys, clearly marked. You also see a gentleman that sits in the far corner, blonde hair, very striking, wearing a very captain's outfit of an LOA, kind of sitting back. 2 and 2 on each side of these prostitutes on each side. Just as he's just kind of leaning back, and he just seems to be all over him that way. He seems to be taking it in, enjoying it, as he has 2 guards that are kind of blocking his table where he's sitting. Like no one else allowed about unless he allows them in. Very loud, very obnoxious. Treats the waitstaff horribly. At the bar, a mixture. You see dwarves, you see humans, you see all kinds kind of sit along there, wearing very workman's clothes, not real fine clothing at all. Female bartender behind kind of taking care of them. What you guys want to do?
I feel like drinking tonight.
just an ale, nothing too strong.
Yeah. Just 2 ales.
Okay,
Been a long day.
you approach this woman, human, probably in her 40s, does her best to still look like she's 20. You get that feel, wearing outfits that maybe she shouldn't be wearing, but just kind of very, very kind of, her voice even sounds like she's smoked for 60 years. Is, okay, keep that right away for you, honey. Right away. As she brings the ales over, sits in there. Anything else I can do you for? She kind of
That'll be
busts
all
on
for now,
this.
sweetheart.
You notice it's her own rolled cigarette. Okay, all right, then. You just let me know if you need anything else, okay?
Thank you.
She kind of sits there, walks out into the
Crazy
bar.
guy.
Like that.
Once in a while, you hear this obnoxious laugh as she's talking. She's like, well, you're funny. As she serves some more drinks back and forth. Guy in the corner ain't moving. Just kind of, every once in a while, looking around and taking any attention she's getting. So you guys are there. 2 coppers for
Guys
the
in the
ale.
corner.
The captain.
The captain.
He's
The
wearing a
You
captain's
just
LOA, blonde, very nice looking,
handsome.
very handsome.
Okay.
Just make sure he stays there.
I'll give him 5 cotton counties for the ale.
She kind of looks back. Thank you, darling.
No problem.
She's gonna take it. You guys make your way out from the same thing.
I want to, as best as possible, stick to the shadows.
Okay.
Just wandering towards the dock.
Even though you kissed the old lady.
Okay.
Sorry, she was really a young lady. Just
Are you trying to be quiet? Or are you trying to just be, just?
Just unseen.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
Alright. Just thinking character.
So you manage, you're just kind of flying with her? Okay, you're fluttering about as you make your way down this long street. You see where you come to the dock area. You see 5 large ships, each having their own wood dock that goes out to them for entrance on these ships. You also run into a couple LOA guards that seem to be coming towards you this way.
Okay.
Kind of look at you for a moment, brush by, keep moving. So what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna look kind of like I'm admiring the ships, and then I'm gonna turn, walk away from the dock, making sure to see that they see me walking away, and then I want to duck down the alley.
Can you give me a stealth? You follow her? I need stealth from you.
I'm gonna keep walking. That's an 8.
Well, it's an 8.
18.
As you kind of turn and walk down that alley,
Uh-huh.
you kind of turn down, and you see that Oriana's kind of in distance ahead of you.
Uh-huh.
Here. Can we help you some?
I'm just trying to. I was in the forest earlier, and I'm trying to shake off the crazy laughter from those damn monkeys, and I was just getting some fresh air. I saw the ships, and they're pretty.
Are you wearing your badge right now, by the way? Just so I know.
It's probably tucked in.
So it's
yeah.
tucked in?
Yeah.
Well,
You know what? I'll stretch back my cloak so it shows. Yeah, your ships are so gorgeous.
So what exactly you do for the LOA?
Deliveries mostly.
Deliveries.
Yeah. And muscle.
So what brings you here? LOA usually specifies who they send and who they don't. I just haven't run into you before.
Oh, I apologize. We were actually stationed at a Waterdeep, and just traveling.
Station under who? Okay.
I guess stationed is the wrong word. I tend to hang around with Rufus Rexford.
Rufus.
Yeah.
So Rufus is here with you.
Not necessarily. He might be back there somewhere. I'm by myself right now.
Well, you either came here with him or you didn't. Whether he's still in town makes no difference. Is he with you guys here or not? I mean, you name dropped. I'm just curious. Is he here? Me and Rufus go way back. I haven't seen
Sorry!
him. I haven't seen him since.
Just say you did.
Actually-
Who cares? What's the matter?
Actually, I haven't seen him since the
Doesn't
war.
matter.
I
Everybody
haven't,
knows he. Yeah.
I haven't seen him since the war. It'd be nice actually to catch
You
up
know
with him.
what? I think I saw him in the tavern and back that way.
Good.
Yeah.
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
That's
Jesus
easy.
Christ.
Yeah. What does it matter if they know we're here or not?
Well, we'll find out.
9.
Well, so he's in a tavern. So,
We'll find out.
well, you know, I mean, you shouldn't be out here alone at night. This place, I mean, you probably can take on.
Yeah.
But still, LOA guards get a little paranoid about people getting too close to the docks. So,
Oh, I understand.
why don't I walk you back to the tavern?
Sure,
We'll go back
sure.
there because I'd like to see Rufus. It'd be great.
And I'll buy you a drink.
Well, hey, Rufus owes me a drink. I saved his ass one time. He kind of
All right.
walks back with you. What are you
Yeah.
doing? You kind of see now, Carnegie led away, not forcefully. You can see their banter seem to be okay.
Yeah, but I fall
walking
off
back towards the tavern.
the area.
So you're over by the okay. So
Yeah. Okay.
you're kind of above.
See what you could see.
You're kind of above the boats now. Like I said, there's 5 of them. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all lined in like that. You kind of fly over, and over the third one, as you kind of look down, you see 2 guards standing on the dock in front of the entrance to this boat. You also see on this boat 2 individuals on the front of the main deck, 2 individuals on the back of the main deck. So this is what you see as you kind of throw along the sail. You see the LOA kind of stitched in the sail along it. So that's what you see visually on the ship. Love it.
Okay. Well, then I will. No, I can't do that because then they'll think that we need help, so I can't do that. Never mind.
What you want to do? Yeah, you want.
You fell asleep.
I'll just try to fly into the center of the ship. Somewhere. And like land somewhere.
Okay, so you maybe land on the highest mast there. Okay, Kari would still maybe be in the vicinity, know where you're at if you want to let her know. She's being left away.
Yeah. I'm at the ship.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Okay, what?
Where are you going?
Oh, it's. I'm just trying to take in how pretty it is out here.
Okay. As you guys keep walking, you hear kind of a as you think Kari might be trying to say something again, but you can't
Where are
hear
you
it. It's
going?
gone.
I can hear you. Where are you going?
You hear nothing. You hear nothing. Okay, so you guys kind of make your way back to the tavern. As you two see Kari walk in with a LOA soldier.
And an
Doesn't
oh
seem to be
shit
like
look
that
on
an
my
issue.
face.
As he kind of looks around and goes, Rufus?
Yeah.
She walks up to you and goes, you don't remember me, do you?
I don't remember much these days.
I see that one. That wasn't
Let
from
me
the war,
guess.
was it?
I know you from the war.
Yeah.
No, this
Yeah.
wasn't from the war.
You don't remember me, Johan. As he shakes it, Johan Francis, you don't remember me?
Oh, that's right, Johan Francis. So good to see you again.
That was good.
I'm actually gonna kind of elbow Joey or Rufus a little bit.
Same smart ass he always was. I remember. Hell of a fighter. Hell of a soldier. Look
I've
around.
gotten in a scrap or two with him.
I heard
It's nice.
rumors you end up getting some kind of tavern up there in Waterdeep, huh?
Yeah, it's not much.
Hey, it's something. They got me down here in a damn hot, rainy jungle. So, my hat's off to you.
Well,
Buy you a beer?
in fact, you can buy me a beer.
Orders one.
And one for my friend, too, while you're buying.
And you are.
Leah.
Just my name's John. And would you, I hear we get your name, all that conversation we had.
It's Kari.
Like something.
An ale wouldn't be bad.
So he orders him up. Sits back. So, what brings you down here, Rufus?
Well, these good people have brought me out of retirement, and LOA always needs stuff done.
That they do, don't they?
Yeah, so here we are.
Here we are. I've been here over 2 years now. Haven't seen
We
favor
just
in
got
that long.
here. This is one of our first jobs still working for him, so hopefully it's not too much. You've been down here 2 years, you say?
Oh yeah, the last couple weeks crazy. People just seem to be getting sick.
Yeah,
here and
that's-
there. They just
That's something we've noticed.
this island has so many rumors. Some say it has something to do with some Azarac, some kind of soul thing. I don't even pay attention to that kind of stuff. Magic was never my big thing, you know.
Me neither.
Kind of sits back. What do you want to do? Well, you're on that ship.
Snip about.
No, I'm not gonna do anything like that yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to.
You're gonna fly
Fly
down like
around
each tier of the
and-
mast and
yeah.
make sure you don't get caught.
Yeah,
Top to
and-
bottom.
and see what's happening. Yeah.
Okay. So give me a stealth check.
Thorough search.
Does anybody have inspiration for her?
Yeah, me. Go ahead and take inspiration.
Inspo.
I'm out, so.
Yeah, I got one
Can I use them if I'm dead or down?
Yeah, you're
No,
not there.
no.
Yeah, you can go too. 21.
Nice combo.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So you kind of fly down through. As you get closer down now, you can see what would be considered like the captain's driving deck area. It's boxed in. You can see as you kind of get closer and look in, there seems to be a staircase that goes down into the ship. from his enclosed area. You also notice different crates sitting on the main deck. Soldiers talking amongst themselves, don't really seem to be paying a lot of attention. So,
Now I'll go down the stairs and see what's down there.
okay. So, you come up to entrance to the captain's deck, which is door entrance to walk into. You're just going to try to fly through the lock? Or...
Yeah, no one's with me, so I have to.
Okay.
No help.
So, you fly through the lock. Come out the other side of it. As you see now, stairs that go downward. You fly down the
Okay, I'm
stairs.
flying down the stairs. Yeah.
Okay, so as you fly down, it goes about 5 feet down. Maybe a little more as you walk down and get there, and you see another door in front of you. Seems to be an entrance to some kind of room. What you want to do?
Is there a space under the door? Or
Give me a perception.
Does a fairy shit in the woods?
Because you could get big, put the stone in your pocket, and then
Oh, dude, they only have pixie dust.
Do they use the three
22.
shells?
Oh, beautiful.
What do you do?
Yeah.
You find a spot at the top of the door to kind of edges down a little bit, just from the wood not being perfectly straight across. As you look at it, you know, I might be able to make it through here. Yeah, he could be tight.
Good, I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try. Give me a dexterity check.
Yes.
what's your plus on dex?
It is, I got 15.
15.
Pretty good.
Maybe another
So-
inspiration.
You fly through this. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Inspiration.
$15.
15.
No,
You got it.
19. There we go.
19.
Okay.
So you get through it. It kind of bumps you a little bit as it causes you to kind of spin a little bit, lose your flight a little bit as you kind of do hit the floor of this place, bounce a little bit as you take 2 points of damage. Kind of bouncing on the ground there. You flutter back up. You see, appears to be a room. Money-sized bed. You see a desk sits in the corner. You also see a large, I guess you call it an armoire type thing that sits in the very back. What you want to do?
I can't physically really open these drawers of these armoire, right? Or the
Unless you go
cupboards,
full
so-
size.
Yeah, okay. Then, yeah.
So you ban full size?
Yep.
Okay. Boom.
You should have to bamf full size to get it out of there.
Ah,
Anyway.
I will. Yeah.
I need a stealth check from you again.
It's gonna be harder to be stealthy.
Yep.
There's nobody in the room with her.
Not in the room.
Let's
On
just
the rest of the ship, maybe.
2 and 26.
So you kind
Oh.
of move.
Nice.
You move cautiously as you notice this room has 3 like feeling holes that go across on each side. As you're moving quietly, you see feet that move across it. You can hear someone muttering to themselves as they kind of walk by. You also see on this side as they walk by. What do you want to do in the room?
Look through the armoire.
Okay. So, you go to open this armoire. It's locked.
Okay. Can I try to open the lock with what?
Nothing.
You could try to Jimmy lock.
I'm not there.
You could try Jimmy lock if you want.
Can I try to open it with a dagger or something?
Yeah.
pick it.
Yeah. Give me a dex check.
Yeah, okay.
Force it open.
Not good. 9.
9.
Yeah.
So as you put your dagger in there, you just snap off the tip of the dagger.
It's okay. I hardly use them anyway. So.
Now, I need, as it snaps, stammering back a little bit. And you see him kind of bending down to look into there. I need a stealth check from you.
Hide. I need person. I can't. I'm unconscious.
Natural 1.
Oh.
I am Ferrelli.
So you hear someone
Yes.
say, "Who the hell's in there? Guys, round the front." As he's looking down, "Don't you move. I can see you. I can see you."
So here's what I do.
As you hear footsteps clamoring. As you hear Captain's main door open, slam, and you can hear footsteps starting to come down the stairs.
One person coming down the stairs?
Give me a perception if you want to try to say how many in this moment.
Okay.
You just know people are coming downstairs. So.
2, 8, 9.
You just hear footsteps coming downstairs. You know how many. Seems to echo in this wood ship as it sounds like a stampede, so you can't really tell how many coming down.
I will be small again and try to hide behind the armor.
Behind it. Okay. Give me okay, so you kind of fly around it. You manage to find, so really this time, I need a dexterity check at disadvantage. You can try to squeeze into this.
That's a nice. Okay. Natural 1.
Hey, good news.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Good, you get behind there. You're stuck.
Okay.
As you get behind, you're just stuck. So, now we'll go back to the tavern.
Oh shit.
You guys
Damn it.
are basically in a tavern.
Those rolls were fantastic.
You know at this point,
Except for the last 2.
you kind of walk outside at one point and just kind of look to see. You see no dancing lights, nothing. You all try to nothing. Can't hear
All is
anything.
well.
You know what? Can I get the bartender?
And by this time, so you know the guy that you knew, Johan, he has a little bit of a drinking problem. As he started at first, and now he's doing shots. He's just starting like patch on the back all the time, which is starting to get very annoying. There it is, Rufus. Hey, remember ladies.
At any point during this, I'm gonna give you a wink, like, can you I wouldn't check
Yeah.
like slip out. I got this.
I'm gonna
You
very
pretty thing.
obviously.
I'm gonna dance, pretty thing.
Sure.
He goes dancing on the dance floor.
So he's on the dance floor.
He's distracted. That's
So
why I
he's
said
distracted.
yes.
Don't ask.
I'm gonna, as soon as his back is to me, I'm gonna step out the door. You tell him I got a room and had to
got
go lay
sick.
down. There we go, and I'm going.
You're going, okay. So, are you moving quickly or just like fast paced?
I'm keeping my eye on him and leaving out the door at a regular
In fact,
pace. Nothing
I'm
hurry.
gonna help her out. And what's his name?
Johan.
Johan.
Yeah.
Be back in a minute, Johan. This
I'm
one's
a-
Oh,
gonna
wow, I'm
be.
having a great
Fame.
time. It's like he kind of leans up against you
I'll
and,
get you out the door. And
he has that sweaty trunk going on too, so it's just one of his alcohol's just permeating from.
So I'm gonna be feigning. I'm trying
Okay.
not to vomit. As soon as I'm outside the door, tiny and fast.
Squirrel?
Yeah, squirrel.
Bird?
Well,
Bird? A
okay.
I can't fly.
no flag.
It's fast, but the way a squirrel's gonna move is still gonna be kind of slower.
I know.
I'm just throwing
No, I
out there.
know.
Maybe not
I
right. Whatever you want to do.
All right. Well,
You can't
I'll.
fly.
No, I'm not allowed to fly yet. Yeah, no, I'll just move. Again, sticking to the shadows. If I see anybody coming, I'm gonna take cover.
Okay. So you're moving along, and you kind of know right what ship it is this time because
Right.
you see as you're moving towards that direction, 2 guards push by you.
Oh,
They said there's something going on the ship. Someone's in the captain's. I don't know what's happening. Let's just get there.
All right.
As they kind of push past you.
got it.
Head in that direction. You make it to the end of the dock where the ship is sitting, and you see now 4 guards that post outside of it. There's 2 more make their way in the ship in front of you.
Oh shit. Squirrel.
Okay, so you scroll it.
And I'm going to underneath climb up the dock
Okay.
to stay as out of sight as possible.
Okay, and so you know this boat is like tied to the dock with ropes too, of course.
So I'll take one of the ropes up.
So you
Yeah.
okay. So you get. Oh, just give me a stealth, just for safety. They might be slow on it.
Go 5-0. Go
He
west.
was around.
I know. So what? He did his rope thing.
Squirrel.
Fightful
I remember the
squirrel.
scene. I remember the scene exactly.
So you get on the
Exactly
the
what he
main
said.
deck
I
of
was
the
like,
ship,
you're damn right.
on
There's
the
a
ledge of it.
Right.
Yeah, there are no
And you
cats
see-
in America, and the streets are filled with cheese.
2 guards.
I'm gonna guess that they're really occupied at the
Maybe
moment.
that's why.
Well, the
maybe that's why
ones,
I'm
there's
like,
still the two that are
that's
holding
one of
guard.
my
Right.
favorite movies around.
At the back of the ship, still the 2 are holding guard.
Right.
Sees what they're doing is bringing additional soldiers on now that are going to investigate this situation.
Got it.
So that's your vantage point. You are now stuck behind this unlock. You hear the roof. I know I saw somebody in here, sir.
Oh, I had advantage on that. Yeah.
Check this room top to bottom. There's not a lot of places they can hide. You kind of look under the bed. Nothing there. I need a stealth check from you.
I was gonna say, okay. 21.
Getting behind here, you're starting to feel kind of really claustrophobic as you're starting to want to try to push and just try to get out of here. It's starting to take effect on you a little bit as you are just
Maybe you
stuck.
can go find this bear. If that's what you got set to recover.
So, oh, you can't use your earpiece if you're a
I
squirrel.
can't talk.
No.
If you want to break free, you can give me a strength check.
I'm going to try to do that, yeah.
Are they in the cabin now or no?
There's guards in the cabin right now.
She wants to break free.
No, 6.
So it's not. In fact, you just kind of scratch yourself up a little bit more with a little piece of shavings of wood as you're trying to.
How many people are in the room now, though?
I have no idea. You're
I'm
behind an
gonna
armor.
squeak, so at least she can hear me. Because I have ears, so it is on my ear.
You're squeaking here.
You would know that squeak. You would know that squeak. I'm trying
Anyway.
to calm you.
Here's one thing you do know: that whatever squeaking must have one of these earrings. So that's about it. Whether it was taken
Right.
or whatever, but you just hear like an animal squeaking there.
So,
It's the best I can do, damn
can
it!
I cast blindness on 3 of the people in the
Can you
room?
see through the people that cast on?
No, I don't.
So no, you cannot. No, you're at this moment. You're stuck.
I can't even do it at
Alright.
blindness at
Um,
third level for
This guy, this guy,
Oh, no,
you're dancing with, and you guys, are you back in the?
Where'd you
Gabbard?
go, Rufus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just walked her out. That was
So
it.
this guy just starts to almost just pass out on you as you're dancing. His legs just start dragging back and forth as you're basically
Holding him
holding him
down.
now. He's and you feel some drool that just kind of goes through your neck there from when he's doing that drooling sleeping thing.
I have ESP.
kinda-
Well, and my phone.
just but he's
So,
3 sheets away.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say, oh, do you need help back to your boat?
Yeah, I would, but I don't know if you're strong enough to.
Oh, Rufus and I can get you there. Rufus, you alright to help me get him back to the boat?
It's not the first person I've helped tonight.
Yeah, we can take you back to your boat, no problem. Any friend of Rufus's is a friend of mine.
Okay. So you
Use
guys,
that word a
Who are
little more
you with
loosely.
the lady under
I'm just-
the
yeah, I'm
cabin?
in the
He's,
cellar.
he's
Okay,
he's
alright.
useless.
You're
for-
but you're
you
with
guys
that
start
lady.
dragging him back as he's just kind of mumbling stuff to you, and his breath is just such. You're like, oh God, okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I know I'm in trouble for this, but damn, what a night, huh? Love you guys. And she
It
just
was a
dragged
great
him.
night.
And he keeps saying it over
Remind
and
me
over
to
again.
give you a raise when we get home.
You guys,
I already knew you were gonna do that.
Oh.
you guys make it all the way to the guards. Got 4 guards standing there now watching posts at the ship.
Brought
What
your
do we have
captain.
here?
Package. You're supposed to pick up a ferry.
Go on.
It's my fault. We're old war buddies. I'm a former captain, Rufus Rexford. We go way back. Just need to get him home.
Robbing helps.
You know, this is kind of a younger guard. You go,
I could help him, or he's all yours.
Son, 2 younger guys.
Brownie points if you help him yourself.
We'll take him.
I don't know why you did that.
It's alright.
As they turn their backs to you, you kind of start lifting them up there, taking them up these, it's like a plank, basically. Goes across the
Gangplank,
bridge
yeah.
that you guys board the ship on.
Gangplank.
The other 2 are standing there kind of
You're get to get on the ship, the whole
Looking
gang.
around. Was you guys, you still gonna stand there? What are you gonna do?
I'm actually gonna try and call Ariana on my earring and
Okay.
ask her, "Hey, we're by the ship. Is everything okay? We haven't heard from you. Are you
Hey,
all
talk
right?"
right there. Yeah.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck behind Armor.
Where on the ship? Where?
Well,
what room?
In the
Yeah, exactly.
in the captain's quarters downstairs.
Well, it's good to know that.
Well,
'Cause see,
I
we
got
weren't
an
in
idea.
range.
There's people in here.
I've got a horrible idea.
They're trying to find me.
Well,
I've got an idea.
at least it's an idea.
I'm always.
Let's hear it.
So the idea is the captain is going to eventually leave. Hopefully he's not with any other woman, and if he is, we get rid of her and put me in her place, and then I go back to the captain's quarters with him,
Okay.
and then I can get her out.
Why don't we ask the two that are trapped if there was any women in there now?
Is there any
The
women?
captain's still at the bar.
Captain's still at the tavern. That's why I was like,
Johan. He
Johan.
was
He's
a
just,
Oh, the captain's at the
yeah,
bar.
the captain's at the bar.
That's fine.
So
so I'm
That's
trying
fine.
to
main
like
ship
intercept
captain,
him
right,
on his
yeah.
way back to the ship.
So you'd be walking back.
So yeah, I would be walking back. I would try to catch his eye, get him to ditch if he's with a girl, ditch her, and
Come back with you.
come back, have me go back with him, have me take him back, and then I'll figure out some sort of voodoo to
Yeah.
put him to sleep.
So you're gonna head back to the tavern.
Yes.
What you doing, Rufus?
I will lurk about in the
Look
shadows.
around.
Okay.
All right.
Within range so I can hear them. That's about it.
Okay, so you both kind of exit the dock the same way, but you stay maybe on the end of where it goes back onto the land. So you're maybe in that area right there. Okay.
Check around the corner somewhere.
Okay, just give me a stealth check real quick.
I'll take that. So 16.
You're hitting pretty well. You kind of work back. When guards, you see guards, people walk by, you kind of just play a little stumbling type of thing, like you're just a little buzzed and hanging out. So they don't seem to pay much attention to you at all. There you make your way back into the tavern, and you see there is the good old captain.
Is he by himself?
He still has one girl on each side of him. Yeah. Two guards standing, kind of guarding the table a little bit, standing there.
I'm actually gonna see if I can play a little bit. I'm gonna go up to the bartender and say, "Oh, I'm a musician. I'd love it if I could play a little bit for your guests, if you wouldn't mind. No charge to you. Just feel like strumming on my minstrel."
I like.
That was awesome.
I like.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of, the woman kind of checks you out a little bit. She kind of takes his there. Yeah. Tell the fella up there I said she up to play a few songs.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Flash a little.
Yeah,
So you go up
definitely pushing the
You go up there.
girls up.
The gentleman kind of looks at you. Thank you. Play all you want. Play all you want. She kind of just takes his instrument and walks right off the stage. So you start playing. Give me a performance roll.
Oh God.
Never had me give one of those before.
Now you have to.
Nine, 19.
So, captain with the soldiers kind of facing the stage here. You're playing. You can't hear what's going on, but you see the soldiers kind of. So he has a vision, kind of watching. He whispers something to the soldier. Soldier comes up, drops 20 gold pieces down in front.
Cool.
Captain, I'd like to speak to you when you have a moment, if you don't mind. Sure. Just makes his way back. You see the captain kind of looks over at the one girl, tells her to get away, and you watch as it goes. No, he takes her head and just pushes her away.
Ooh, this is gonna be
Oh.
interesting.
The other one kind of doing the same thing. The other one just fear gets up, and they both leave as he just kind of sits there across the arm, just watching you play. You get a weird feeling from this dude.
Duh.
You get. You know. You come to consciousness. Looking around in this very... You don't know where you're at. You wake up to this division of cobwebs that are kind of hanging up there, and it's a dim light. You look over and you see that little old woman kind of sitting there just watching. She comes over with the rag, kind of rubs your head a little bit. But you don't see anybody else there.
Where did my friends go?
They're helping you.
Helping me with what?
You see, I saved you, and I had to. I traded a bind.
The bind.
Well, sweetie, you couldn't leave this town again unless the bind was released.
I don't feel bound. What bind are we talking about?
It's magic. You wouldn't know it until you tried to leave, and you would go right back to where you were before I helped you, which wasn't a good place.
The last thing I remember, we were flying over a field with Headwing.
That's good. That's all you remember.
What else? What else transpired? Where are my friends?
They're attempting to collect something for me from the Lords of Alliance.
Okay. Are they going to be back soon?
I hope, as I'm sure you do.
Yes, thank you.
She kind of looks up.
Is it dark in here? Is there lights?
Just a candle that she has burning, a couple candles in the place. She walks away for a moment, just kind of stands there. It's not right that you all should be paying this debt. She turns around, she has this file. If you choose, you could join your friends, but there could be a cost.
What are the side effects?
Different for everybody. It just depends on what this is scared of the most.
How long ago did they leave?
It's been a few hours now.
And when do we expect them back?
You can hear what's going on because it's right below you. She's right below you. You guys can't hear it. And
So-
no, I can't hear
I've
it.
got a question for you. Is
That's why I
my
didn't say
playing
anything.
loud enough for people to hear me if I talked in my earpiece?
Yeah, you could just make it sound like a song. Whatever you're saying.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Make it sound like a song.
Yeah.
What are you doing again?
Rowan, I'm upstairs. Everything will be okay. Just sit back and relax,
Live another day.
and you'll live another day.
You hear that in your ear and you're like, as she's kind of,
I thought she was into the folk music.
as she kind of standing here with this vial. It's up to you.
I think my friends will be back soon. I'm gonna give them a little while. I'm gonna just sit back down.
Probably a wise decision.
I'm just gonna sit back there.
She kind of sits back down in this weird little rocking chair, just kind of pulls a blanket up over her. She's just kind of watching you.
Something we can do to pass the time?
Perhaps. As she kind of stands up, she leans out this wooden box, and she helps you kind of sit up at this point. You're getting enough strength now where you can sit up. You just feel very foolish, just kind of weak. She has this little table she brings. She puts down this box and opens up. She goes, "You ever play dice?"
No.
I've played many different games of dice. Which game do you want to play?
Dragon dice, sweetheart. I think you'll like it. And she takes the dice out, and you guys begin to play.
Okay.
You actually kind of have fun. So you guys are playing dice. Okay, you're singing upstairs.
Rockin', witcha.
Captain's kind of sits back. You see, same guard, he's down. He walks up, says, Captain wishes you to take a break now. He wants to speak to you.
Okay. Be like, I'll go like this 1 minute to finish my song, and I've now finished. So,
So
sure.
you make your way to the table. He stands up. As he stands up, you see this guy's about 6'4", blonde, very good-looking dude actually. Wears his outfit with a lot of pride. As he kind of takes your hand as you offer it to him, kind of kisses the top of your hand. My name is Casper Jorg, Captain Casper Jorg. And you are?
Casper.
Yeah.
Would you care to join me for some refreshments, Leah?
Yes, that would be lovely.
So you kind of sit down next to him. Now the guards kind of come back together. Don't believe I've seen you here in the port before.
I've never been here before. It's an interesting place you've got here.
It's the slums. This Lords of Alliance, we try to bring it back up to its proper standing, but these fools here won't hear it, so we just let them do what they want, rape them of their artifacts and their gold, and continue on. So, what exactly are you here for?
I do deliveries for, and I'm gonna whip out my little badge for LOA from time to time. And I did a delivery a couple of days ago in Port
Mairazu.
Yeah, Nairazu. It was interesting, to say the least. And we decided to check out some of the other cities around here, just for fun.
For fun.
It's an interesting island. I've never been here before, so I wanted to see all it had to offer.
How did you make your way here? If you don't mind me asking, is your ship out in the dock, or?
Well, it would have been a lot better if we had. But we decided to go through the jungle.
Quite foolish. Glad to see you're still here. Who do you travel with, by the way? Large group, small group?
Not too many of us. Rufus, who knows Johan. They served together when Rufus was active. And a friend of ours who's asleep. He wasn't feeling very well when we got here. But he's okay now, and he's just getting some rest, and that's about it.
That's about it, huh?
I can hear this, right?
So who was the half-orc that you guys were sitting with at the bar then? Just someone you just met, or?
I said about it. I mean, most LOA members don't really care for orcs, so I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
So you lied instead?
I didn't lie. I said about.
That's okay. So again, are you here on a mission from? What exactly were you delivered? Usually I know about all the deliveries that come in the Jolt. Being that I'm the main freaking ship that delivers things here, I find it weird that LA would do that on the side.
Jesus Christ.
Just curious, like I said, why don't we enjoy our refreshments?
Just tell me you came to.
We have a long night ahead of us. As you have a glass of wine in front of you. Just so you know, this is none of the bar shit. I bring in all my own. As you see under the table, there's a nice case of fine spirits and all that.
A private family delivery to Wakanda. Just in case it comes up
As
again.
you're drinking the wine. And the other guy gets back on stage begrudgingly as he's like, just starts playing with like no energy. We're gonna switch back to the ship. So we left off. You are on the edge of the ship on the main deck. You are still stuck, and you are kind of eyeballing from the distance
But
to see
we
what
can hear
happens.
each other now. I'm close
yeah.
for that.
Inside the cabin. Not in here. Where could she have went?
You both.
We started with
No,
delivery.
I'm on the deck.
Okay. You're
Sure,
stuck
sir.
behind the armoire. You're on the deck.
So perhaps it's dark magic something. Well, I'll tell you what. You stay in here. She shows up again. Kill it. I'll amp the guards up on the main deck. I'll have him also check the basement. As he kind of leaves, there's one in there.
So I would like to.
Very, very, very low level. This is a huge ship.
Cast blur on myself and try to get out.
What if you just make yourself
Blur?
big and the armor falls?
She can't make herself big again.
No, I can do it twice a day, but I don't want to like
Waste the.
waste it. into
Like
trying
doing
to
it from being stuck behind armoire.
Well,
That'd
shoot
be
the
fun.
armoire off.
Oh yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
And then maybe pop it open.
fall on the guy too,
Exactly.
or something.
And break itself open, and then you can grab the thing.
Blur, huh?
I like all those lines
Yeah.
of fantasy. You gotta pick
Okay,
one.
tell me
though,
how that
you gotta do
works.
something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking it up here because.
I'll cast blur on myself and then decide if
Not
I'm going
awkward.
to be big or small and try to get out. Your body becomes blurred, shifting and wavering to all who can see you for the duration. Any creature has disadvantage on any rolls against you. An attacker is immune to this effect if it doesn't rely on sight, as with blind sight, or can see through illusions, as with true sight.
Okay, so. To understand this, though, you're still going to have to break out from behind this armor. All you're going to do is blur, and the wood's not going to know who you are at this point. I mean, you got to actually break out.
So I actually will go big for the second time, and that'll be the last time I can do that.
Da-da-da-da.
Okay.
And try to get out that way.
Okay, so. You cast blur,
It's gonna be loud.
and you go big. Which immediately, as this thing does 8 points of damage to you just from the wood breaking into it, and it releases itself and falls. The guard standing there,
Points of damage on
Yeah.
me?
yep,
Okay.
Hit the guard, hit the guard.
the guard standing there is kind of unaware for a moment as he kind of stands and turns as this thing just goes on top of him. However, he does let out a very pain scream that seems to immediately you see footsteps now coming this way. As you're in big size, you're in blur.
It is for 1 minute.
Okay,
It's a quick one.
now you're in this room. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna
You can
look.
hear footsteps coming closer.
I'm gonna look through really fast.
Find a stone with green stuff on it.
Okay, what you see
No.
as this armor broke downwards, split the wood, a lot of it splitting on you, opening up the back of it also, is what appears to be a metal box. About yay big. Unfortunately, it's face down, so you can't see what kind of handle, what it is, but it is a box, about this big. That's in this armor.
Then I'm going to go back small for the last time.
Oh, wait.
You're gonna grab it first, aren't you?
I'm gonna grab the box first. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're able to pick it up.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check, though, because it's kind of bolted into this armor part, so it still is, so you need to rip it out of there.
How good's your strength?
Help her.
Not
Oh,
good.
you sure?
No, it's not good.
Oh,
It's
inspiration.
only one. So this one. Natural one. Son of a! Get rid of that dice.
That was a waste.
That dice was doing really good. That was doing really good
Until now.
until now. Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check, though.
Burn it. Burn it all.
Oh,
Natural 20.
There we go.
There's your new best friend.
As you go to grab it and try to pull it from this wood, you immediately get this sense of magic that just is emanating from
Maybe
inside
open
this
Open it and grab the rock inside.
box. It's unfortunately face down, and at this point,
Grab the box. Just go inside the box. Come save Will.
one guard. You can hear other coming behind enters the room,
Couldn't we just touch it
and
and try?
he sees you, but it's blurry as he's like screams for some kind of dark magic as he's watching and just seeing this blurred version of you.
Then I'm gonna go back small with the box.
Oh, the box is stuck.
You were-
Can she hold it and
Can
go
I hold
small?
I did say a friend
Okay.
wasn't feeling well.
You hold. Okay.
She wasn't feeling well.
So you
Are you
grab
thinking?
onto the armor, and you go little, poof, shrinking armor, the box, everything down. And Blur, what do you want to do?
Get out of the room.
Escape. Yeah.
Escape as fast as
Blur,
possible.
so you'll be at advantage on stealth.
Try to get through one of those portholes.
Uh, 18, 22. Oh no, 20. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you fight through one of these portals, out, come up. You see, you can trace your kind of, you see the sparking of it, because you're really, it's blurry as you're seeing. Come up from it. You also, from your vantage point, no. You swear you see like something a little silvery in the distance, but you're not sure what it is. As you make it out,
I'm listening.
you're at the bar still with the guy.
So I see her.
She escapes. She
She's
gets out.
fine.
Yep, you also,
So squirrel out of there.
about 3 or 4 guards more run past you towards the boat.
Stick your leg.
As you watch them kind of go by.
I'm just gonna hop onto one of the ropes and go back down if she's safe.
Okay. So you do that. You're at the sitting in this thing. So again, I'm going to ask you again, just because I'm a curious fellow. What exactly was it you were delivering?
Oh, we delivered a family.
A family.
Yeah. To a conga.
Congo.
It was
Yeah,
kind of like a secret little thing. It wasn't a big to-do. And we just did it kind of as a favor.
give me a deception.
Give you inspiration.
Yeah? So I get a 6, right? 21.
On real quick, get an 8.
Eight,
for that
yeah.
next time.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, not this.
that's-
Oh.
that's-
I said, you said 6.
That's,
It was a good enough roll that I didn't want to interrupt it. So
he leans forward to you. Listen, sweetheart.
Bless you. Thank you.
I don't know exactly what your business here is. So what I'm going to need you to do is, hang out for a few days till we can sort this matter through. Because I just don't like liars.
So, what matter?
That's by the time you can keep the rest of the wine, keep you busy for the next 2 days. As he said, I'm going to retire to my quarters. Don't let her out of your sight. As he gets up, walks out of the tavern, and that's where we'll call a break.
Oh dear God.
I missed myself.
Okay, so where we left off. Yeah, you're being watched by two Lords of Alliance guards, but the captain was generous enough to leave you with a good 6 bottles of really good wine at this table as you're being watched upon. Now, Rufus, you were at the edge of the dock as you watched soldiers run past you.
Might as well get wasted.
Oriana, you have made your way through the porthole above now the ship, flying away from the ship, I'm assuming at this point. Kari, Squirrel, you came across the rope down to the end. Now you're on the dock, and Rowan, you're just having a good time playing Dragon Dice with Agatha. Okay, so what you guys want to do?
I'm going to, as I'm running, wait till I see the coast is clear, run over to, I would have heard Rufus at some point, over to where he is, get a little ways away from him, bamf back into me,
Okay.
and feign being sick near him so he's within eye shot.
Okay. So you see this go on. Her faking the sick. So what are you gonna do?
Are you actually you're making it like you're sick right now? And I'm just standing by as a close friend.
Okay. You have these two guards that kind of begrudgingly watching you. You can see at times you're kind of like, how long we got to stand here? How long till the captain sends 2 others, I guess. And they just kind of look at you, just look, and just hold on a conversation between the two as you're just sitting at this table now,
With Lords of Alliance
With
badges.
6 bottles of wine all to
just
the
looking
side.
at them.
Yay, enjoy
I'll get
that.
white girl wasted.
So you have another drink?
Want to share some of that wine with the guards?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna say, well, he left all these wines for me to drink. You guys want some?
I don't know if we should. What kind of stuff? Yeah, it might be a bad idea to do that.
He's not here. I won't tell him. There's nothing in it for me to tell him.
Performance.
$13.
Well, you have one first. I ain't gonna have one first. You have one.
Pour one for both.
Fine. And then John release forward. Just a small nip of it if I could. Kind of tasting. Just chugs it.
Pretty good, huh?
One more. Not fair, man. I'm getting one.
Oh, I'll take both.
They both kind of leave forward. Take with me. Kind of takes the edge off a bit, don't it?
Yeah, it does. It's pretty good.
They're kind of now. They're really kind of like eyeing it up as they switch screen. Okay, you flying over the ship. Where are you heading to?
I'm flying back to the tavern and flying. Is there like a window to go like
The cellar.
where Rowan is?
To the cellar.
To fly through to go down.
All right. So you get to the cellar door. Rotted door. Give me a perception.
Or at least holla at me. If we got the lady's thing,
Yeah.
come open the
Yeah,
door
you
for
can
me.
talk to him. Talk to him.
It
Talk-
is
yeah, you're gonna talk to him.
20 actually.
Okay. So you over your earpiece kind of hear Oriana as she's flying up to the door go, shit. And then you hear quietness and you can see her wings kind of enter now as she's with you guys.
Oh, my friend, she's back. Agatha, my friend.
Where are the rest?
Well, I know one of them's upstairs in the tavern. I could hear her playing earlier. I don't know where the rest are at.
How did it go, little one?
I have this.
Oh, it's like this
Yeah.
big.
I know. But to me, it's like this. I have this. And to you, it's like this.
What is this?
What is it?
Open it up.
She can't.
It's too small.
What you need is in it. It's attached to it.
She kind of holds out her hands.
There you go.
You kind of drop in there. She very carefully
She
sits it
Place the cards
on the desk.
As those alliance cards to guard you.
And it's the stone.
I think so.
She has the badge.
Okay. So
Captain said get back to the ship.
dwarf kind of raises her hands over this thing that Oriana just gave her, which she sat on the desk.
Oh God.
She opens it and poof! I need a dexterity saving throw from you, as Agatha needs one too.
Dexterity saving throw is. Oh, that's more good at.
And you're at half health right now. Your health
I
is
have
half.
a 1.
No, you're up to half just from healing through. Yeah,
I'll take that.
sure.
27.
27, okay. So you watch as she puts her hands over this. All of a sudden, this huge, full-size armor just crushes the table that the dice are sitting on, and this poor old dwarf that's leaning over just gets and shot back a good 10 feet. She lands on her back. Now there's this armor sitting sideways, have crushed
Can I
stuff.
go pick her up off the ground, help her out?
I thought you said it was the stone.
Yeah, what are we looking for?
Well, I thought it was.
The stone's in there.
This
Stone's
chick,
in there.
little one. She kind of looks over it, but you see she kind of runs her hand over it. She. Could you help?
Yeah. Alright, can I come help try to free the box?
Yep. So give me a dex check with sleight of hand.
With sleight.
I believe it's +5. Your gloves. Plus your dex modifier. Yeah. Plus your proficient.
Yeah.
So you get a proficiency dice, too.
Okay, so that's
Plus 10 total.
21, 26.
So you kind of pop open the front of this armor, pull back the thing, and here you see the front of a a safe of sorts. It has this dial in it. It's deep enough for you to reach your hand in and twist a dial you can see in there.
Is there a bolt on the door, like holding the door on the side, or some other way to get in other than the dial?
This is now you're at the box.
Yeah.
This cement box. You're there. You're at it, and it has this. Like I said, it's a dial deep enough to get your hand into. Probably right up to your wrist where you can see a dial there.
So I have to put my hand into it.
Where's your picking skills?
What about, can I check it for traps first?
Yep. Give me a perception.
Oh.
Natural 1.
You have no idea if there's a trap or not.
I'm gonna grab something close by and stick it in there and see if it gets a reaction.
Okay, now there's a dial that sits there, so you
I grab a stick and just
try to turn the dial.
yeah,
So it takes you a second to get this dial to actually turn with this. Turns and you see almost like a steel finger that comes here, 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 and here that grabs and just cracks it in half, that piece of that you had in there, and it holds onto it. It's not releasing.
Can I still turn the stick within the things?
It's cracked off. It just
Yeah.
chopped it right in half.
Okay, so there's
It's like,
there's no stick
whoa.
hanging out.
And you can see it as it's holding it. You see where it comes out, a dial here and a dial here. Now one on each side, as his hand is just kind of holding this thing, stick. So now you got 2 more dials, with the main dial still sitting below it.
Hey Oriana, come over here.
Oh.
Over.
You're small, right, or big?
Small.
Small.
Yeah.
Can you get up to this concrete box and listen as I try to twist the dials and see if you hear the click of
Yep.
the open
Okay.
spot?
You can help him.
You're small.
Okay.
Help him, which will give you 2 d20, unless you want to roll a d20 for him, and you'll still be proficient. And you get to add
I'm
sleight of
doing
hand
this
all
right
that.
now, so
Add your sleight of hand.
literally.
18. Oh, I got a natural 20.
Natural
yeah,
20?
see?
No, so it takes. So Rihanna's like, yes. Just you click the one, you go up to the other one, click that one. As the hand releases, it seems to go back into this box. Now you can see the big dial again. Sitting there. It's not opened.
I know. Alright, Oriana, I need your help again.
Okay.
Just listen for those
Now,
holes.
keep in mind, you're gonna have to fly down in.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so you fly down in there. You're kind of listening.
Oh, roll
You'll
good.
have advantage again.
We can do this. We can do this. 31.
31.
Click. As you lift this lid, open it. You see two things. One of them, this stone that is hooked to this thick silver chain. As Agatha looks over, that's it. May I?
Guess I don't see why not. That's why we brought it.
She holds it in her hand. Just looks at it as you see this greenish energy as she places it around her neck and chants something under her breath. And you watch as this ugly, old dwarf changes. Long red hair that comes down. Young, beautiful as she stands there.
Not chopped.
Holds up against it. Thank you. And she kind of looks in there. I think that would be for you and your friends.
Oh, thank you. What is it?
As you take this out, it's a charm. Looks like it would go around the wrist. As you put it on your wrist, this could help in times of need. I'm gonna explain to you now. Out of game, it has 6 charges. Okay, so it has 6 charges. 4 charges, you could do greater restoration.
What is greater restoration for a novice?
Just write it down.
To explain, you have to
Something
explain
good.
all to your detail, but it's a really nice
Healing.
curing diseases and all that kind of stuff too. 2 charges. It costs 2 charges to do lesser restoration. Now keep in mind, honey, when you use it up, it is no more. It is no more. So once you use those 6 charges,
It's dead. It's gone. One time use.
yep. Now your friends, as you and you are at the end of the dock.
Yeah.
Well, we're a ways a
A
little,
little
away.
ways.
We're working
Yeah.
Working
you watch.
back with
Yeah.
a sick person.
Yeah, I'm stumbling
You
and
watch
hacking.
as the captain, his blue cape, kind of in front of you as he moves. Guards walking next to him. You hear talking. The one at the bar, I left her there. Find out who she's here with and hold them until I'm done getting the answers I need. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So they walk by you. So he's making his way to the boat right now.
I'll say that
You don't know.
because
Well,
Leah's,
we're
Leah,
too
far
Leah's
away.
We're all
but
in-
no, Leah's upstairs.
Yes, you can
So
talk to Leah.
I'm
In the
actually
cabin.
gonna radio downstairs
So-
to them
Yeah.
and ask, "Did you get it? Is everything okay?"
Leah.
We're free.
All right, I have 2 small
And she's
requests.
free now.
Ooh,
Did
very
she
cool.
unbind
2 small requests. Both of
Okay.
you
Did she
stay
unbind
inside,
him?
stay out of sight. Actually, all 3 of you stay inside, stay out of sight, like nothing has happened, nothing has changed. She still looks like an old haggard
Yes.
dwarf, and you guys do not exist. Do you guys copy?
Copy.
All right, thank you.
Run.
Yes.
She looks at you. No. What are you looking for, dwarf? I mean, really hot, just dwarf.
I really
There's one more thing, isn't there? As she walks out up to you, she
Yes.
goes, I'm gonna need you to lean down to me. I'm not very tall, as you can see. And she just lays one on you.
Hot
As she-
damn.
As she pulls her mouth away, she
damn.
Hot
and blows this dust that just vanishes into the air. You are blinded no more.
Awesome. I didn't know I was banded. I think I don't remember any of that.
What do you guys want to do?
Make haste and get back to where
Make
they're
haste.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Having
Are they
heard
close
and watched
enough
them walk
to
past
hear
us.
me yet? No.
Yeah.
Are the guards
I'll-
with me still drinking wine?
yes, in fact, the one that was the first to take it is now sitting down next to you. Kind of now he just has a glass in front of him, kind of just talking to you. I joined this thing. I thought it was going to do something. Everybody, promised me all this. No. In the jungle for 2 years now. Nowhere. As he just pours himself his own glass. Just drinks it down. The other one's
See
kind
the
of
world, they say.
looking around. And you see the other one say, no part of this. I'm fuck out of here. You do your thing. As he just walks away and leaves you there with the drunk.
Vamoose, so now there's only one.
One sitting next to you and he's just talking to you.
Like a sleep song.
By the way, what's your name anyways?
Leah.
Yeah, I'm Darren. Nice
Hi,
to meet you.
Darren. Nice to meet you.
You guys just, yeah.
You seem too good for this racket.
I think I am. Starting to see that now. I've done it anyways. They're gonna find me like this. I'll be thrown in a ditch probably for a long time. Well, who cares, right?
Yeah, you only get to live once, right?
So you got-
Cheers.
You got any more of that?
Yeah, cheers.
Drinks another one. You guys are still back there. All at once, you hear this yell of anger,
Oh god.
even from the distances. Find out who did this now! As you just hear it echo, and you see the captain stay on main deck, and the guards all start to come down off the thing.
Can you guys walk a little?
What are you guys doing?
Booking it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, running.
all right.
Running.
Running.
Give me stealth though,
'Cause they're
and
following
disadvantage because you are running.
from- The other guys are ahead of you.
I get advantage on stealth, so
You're just normal.
just do the normal. 15.
Well, those are both really good. 14.
Okay. With the commotion, you seem to manage to start running. You don't hear any alarms being set off as far as who are there or anything in that case. So you run back. You make your way to the tavern. Inside or down below to the.
Just inside, just normal.
Okay, so you make it inside there, and there you see Leah sitting out laughing with this soldier who's drinking. He's laughing until he's put his head back. Wow, now you see even rolls a little cigarette as he's standing there and smoking it and drinking. They're laughing back and forth.
Hey, Rufus! How's it going?
It's going well.
Shit.
I
You
got
need to
some.
come with me.
Are you up by the table?
I'm walking up to the
I
table.
got some good
You
news
see-
for you.
Darren kind of looks in your direction and goes, Rufus Rexford, huh?
Yes.
My
I'm gonna,
grandfather told me stories about you. He's a little younger. God damn, you'd be a lot more handsome if it wasn't for I says, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, don't mean to be rude, but
I don't have time for this. It's too late. I'm slamming his head into the table.
okay.
there we go.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. You see, he lifts
My
up for
name,
a second.
I'm already caught. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
He lifts up for a second and just goes right back down.
I'll get the bar tab.
All right.
Like, let's get some money together.
We don't need to pay for
Yeah,
this.
pay-
The
pay-
captain left it for me to drink.
No, I'm leaving money so they don't
For-
say anything.
Yeah, for
Leave her
clean,
a
cleaning
hefty
up the
amount.
drunk
Okay.
end.
Okay, so you go up to the bartender?
Yeah, I went on to leave him like some money.
Well, it's a her, but even though it's
Her?
him, she's a rough one.
I'm gonna drop 200 gold. 200 gold.
We
Just
don't
done.
exist.
And the first time you see her smile all
You
night,
never saw
and
it.
as she smiles, this whole side from here back, no teeth, down here, that's
Yeah.
thank you, yeah. And you bribed me.
All right, more accurately, you definitely saw us because everyone saw us, but we left. That's all you know.
You got it, honey, got it.
Yeah,
And she
but
kind
you're
of
not gonna
takes
know
that
more than
gold.
that, so don't look out the door as we
Nope.
leave.
She takes the gold, puts it down.
Downstairs.
Yeah, into the cellar.
Let's go.
You as you guys are exiting from down the end of the street, you can see guards making his way in this direction. Give me a quick stealth.
All of us?
Isn't the
The ones who are
cellar-
leaving the tavern.
Everybody who's not
Aren't we
around the
going to
side,
the ocean?
down.
You
They were
are so
separated.
downstairs.
No, I'm with them.
Yeah.
you got a third
Oh yeah,
floor
you and I are in the
23.
cellar.
We're chilling with
13.
hot.
It's a
Hot
contested roll.
dwarf, yeah.
Hot
We're
dwarf.
chilling with hot dwarf.
10.
Oh. Damn it.
You guys make it around the side. The guards still, there's such commotion going on, and he didn't roll that well. But you know, he's gone. Yeah, you make it around the side to the entrance to the basement as you want to open the door and go in.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. For the first time, you guys lay your eyes on this too, and you all kind of taken aback for a moment as she just turns to you and smiles and just radiates. Radiates. You're all safe. You see her go for, but not for long. She starts, you help. as she starts wanting to move this furniture, clearing and clearing, the center of this flooring. She takes this pouch, this dust, this is colored sand almost, makes this circle. I need you all in the circle.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds like a party to me.
What?
Oh God.
Make sure she
Oh,
stays
you're
in
drunk
circle.
still.
She looks at all of you.
It's time
she
for me to
goes-
cut loose for a change there, Smokey.
Put her in the middle.
Yeah.
She stays. You see as Agatha stands on the other side of the circle. She looks at all of you. I will never forget what you've done. And I will give you a safe retreat.
Thank you.
And one more thing.
What?
As she raises her hand, casts it across all you guys. And you see this golden-like energy just take over all of you. And for a moment, you feel like really good. Number one, you all got your max health points back.
Woohoo!
Plus 3 additional.
Permanently?
Permanently.
Yay.
Please.
Zelda.
Thank you. Thank you, Agatha.
I can only send you so far.
Can you set us where those 3 witches are at?
Crucible.
I will try. Cannot guarantee. The last thing you see is her kind of fade as she says, "Goodbye, my friends." Vanishes and everything goes black around you guys. You come to, and you're knee deep in a swamp.
And that's
Okay.
where we're gonna cut for.
Right?
Sorry, I beat you to the punch.
As you're standing knee
Except for
deep,
me, because
in the
I
swamp.
would be like basically drowning if I were standing.
well, you're
Flying
You're
up
so-
the swamp.
you're looking above a swamp. What you guys see as you
Stand
look
on
behind
someone's
you
shoulders.
is a large wall
Exactly.
with a gate
We made it to
that
another
leads
town.
into this. As you look through, you can hear the ruckus that is the port there. You also see this piece of wood that's into the ground, comes up, and it has a word written on it. It says, Mokili Mbambe. M-O-K-E-L-E
Exactly how it sounds. Mokile Mobabe.
M-B-A-M-B-E.
NBA.
MBE.
Yep.
Thank you.
As you all glance at it,
Some
you don't know what it means. If you want to know what it means, you can give me a history roll.
Well, what language is that?
It's
Well, we don't
as
know
best
that,
as you can
yeah.
tell from the dialect you've heard on this island. This is a Chultan dialect. But you can give me a.
I'll give you history.
Let's give it a try.
14.
I got nothing on
I
history.
don't know what it is.
9.
18.
Oh, that's the best one so
Holy
far.
hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best one.
That dice liked you.
As you kind of all sit there, you all kind of get it. As you read it, you go, Swamp of the Beast.
Oh.
Oh,
Boy.
great. Lovely.
And that's where we'll cut.
Don't take his lines.
Sorry, I stole your line, but I totally thought you were gonna cut it.
Don't worry, I knew we were like close because I could feel the.
Because normally that's what he'll do without telling us anywhere, anything. He'll be like, "That's where we cut," and I'm like,
And so
"But
you
we don't
guys
even know
are
where we
aware,
are."
Yeah.
this is the swamp river that comes right out of, that is in the direction of Kursawa.
The
Okay.
River Olong?
No, I didn't, this is my own thing, so I don't
Oh.
put that part in that map.
Got it.
Can't do everything by the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is more of a
Sorry, I
swampy
stole
river.
your line. I was just being silly.
It's the Everglades.
Or the